Hello everyone! I don't normally make these types of videos, but I couldn't find this anywhere on the internet despite how easy it is, but it took me some time to figure out myself, and you might be searching for the answer or solution right now too. So I've decided to make this video to hopefully make this process a bit easier. It will be explaining how to set up your PNGTuber model with your Stream Deck. It's very easy, but it might be a bit confusing because normally Stream Decks have plugins, and there are no plugins for PNGTuber officially. So there's a bit of a workaround by using the default computer preset option things. I'm not very tech savvy, so I don't know the correct wording for that. I do apologize. But there are some things we will need. First thing you will need, of course, is PNGTuber to be open, like so, with the model you want loaded ready, or any model really. And to set up the different switches, you obviously will need your keybinds. You can change the keybinds to whatever you want here. I have mine currently on the numpad. Whichever buttons work for you, you can change them here for your toggles. So if I click 2, it'll change 3, 4, and 5. Now the thing is, why would you want to set up toggles on your Stream Deck if you can just use the numpad? Well, as you can see, I have my 5th toggle equipped. The reason why it's a bit easier is because, well, it's kind of the point of a Stream Deck, especially for VTubing. But also, if I click 5, I don't know if it shows on the recording properly, but it says change costume 5. Nothing is actually happening because on VTube Studio, for live 2D VTubing, typically if you hit the same keybind, it turns it on and off. Or if you set it a specific way, it will only go for a certain amount of time, like 10 seconds, 30 seconds, and so on. But here, you have to click the one you want, and then you have to switch back to whichever one you have deemed as default. You cannot click the same button twice. But there's an easier way to do this on the Stream Deck if you choose to use the Stream Deck. So now we will open Stream Deck, and as you can see here, this is, I've been using it for recording the video. But we'll go here, and then this is where I have mine already pre-made, but I will do it with you guys. If you click here and go to the Stream Deck, or Elgato Marketplace is what they call it, it'll bring you here, and if you look up Vtuber, you will see that there's VTube Studio. I have no clue what this is. Vtuber, and there's actually another one that popped up the other day. But it's not here right now for some reason. But as you can see, there's not one for PNGTuber So we will have to do this on our own accord. So what you do here is you create a folder, and then you name it whatever. Of course, I named mine PNGTuber Of course, in here you can change the icon and stuff, the text, where it is, the color, the selected fonts. Open application. There it is. You will open the application, app, none. Now, my PNGTuber did not show up in here, so you have to click other, and then it will bring up your files. You will go to where you have your PNGTuber installed. Mine is on the D drive, so we will go to Steam Library, Steam Apps, Common, then we will scroll till we find PNGTuber or you can search for it. I prefer to scroll. And then you click here and click open. Now it will be here. So you can open or close PNGTuber See long press quit application, force quit, do nothing, bring to front if already running. You can change all that. And now we will go to the system where we found open application, and we would go to hotkey switch and drag that over. I have 4 toggles, so I will take 4 of these switches, and I will do numpad 1 for my default, and numpad 2 for my other toggle, So now whenever I click numpad 2 with the numpad, it does that. But now if I go to my Stream Deck, it does it too. And as you can see, it changed on here because that means it's active or not active. So now it's not active. The switch has been turned off. And if you click your Stream Deck, it becomes active again. So I just thought this was a lot easier for having a Stream Deck and using it to its full potential. And you can just continue doing that with all of your keybinds. Make sure they all work, turn them on and off, like so. And that's really all there is to it. Very simple, very easy. You can name them, because as you can see here, I named them and I put the images of my toggles in here so I can see what they look like. It's a bit chunky in here, kind of hard to read, but it looks a lot smoother on the actual Stream Deck. And of course, if you want to do that, you can click Set from File, Create New Icon, or open the Stream Deck icon library if you don't have your own picture you want to use, or just don't feel like it. You can use whatever picture you want here, but these are pretty generic and more for video creating than Vtuber toggles. It's very simple, and I hope that helped anyone that might have been looking for a way to get it onto the Stream Deck, that was looking for a plugin like me and couldn't find any information on it. So it's very simple. If you do click the numpad or any button you've set it to, it will still trigger, of course. It's not like in VTube Studio where you can disable the button triggers or hide them and then purely use the Stream Deck. So just keep that in mind, but I still think as someone that uses the Stream Deck or wants to use the Stream Deck more often, or maybe you don't have a numpad, because even if you don't have a numpad, you can still click through a scroll down option, the numpad keys. It will still work with the Stream Deck if you click the Stream Deck options. So I highly recommend this if you want to use PNGTuber Plus with the Stream Deck and couldn't find a solution online.